What's the 10 on there for? You ready? You got the seconds too? Look at him looking like an intern. Nigga, imagine if you'd have went to motherfucking Ivy Tech instead of juvenile, motherfucker.
Casey went to
You ready, young fella?
Casey went to grade school.
That's my nigga right there.
Casey went to grade school with us.
Yes, sir.
Casey.
Cut the motherfucking deck. I ain't gonna lie. Cut the motherfucking deck, nigga. We back, baby. Don't ever hold your applause for me. Y'all gotta go back to that Wale song. Don't ever hold your applause, cause I be cheering for all of y'all. On my mama, y'all be dead wrong. That might be the new show introduction. We got none other than, ladies and gentlemen, when the ice hit the lights, it twinkle and glisten. Let's start there. Start there. Shout out to Dumo. Dominique! Dominique's in this motherfucker, the ghost of Dominique's on y'all ass. It's time to clean up.
Ain't no question.
With that being said, it's a magical night. You like my double entendre, so I'm with a smart man tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard of Sugar Ray Leonard. But the thing about Sugar Ray Leonard, he might not have been that known outside of his flurry of punches unless he had ran against some of his toughest opponents. And some of the toughest opponents gotta have the best names. And we so happen to be with a young man that I got to say remind me of marvelous Marvin Hearns. Meet Sugar Ray. Decided to team up and become one. My nigga Brew Diddy's in the city.
Love Mr. Murriano. Big
Murriano. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? You all right?
Man, I'm all right. What would you like to call? What would you like for the city to call you?
Blessed.
Let's start there.
Highly favored.
Well, if that's the case, how be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Yes, sir. On earth
as it in heaven. Yeah. So with that being said, ladies, my Mercedes fit 4 in the back, 2 if you're fat. Shout out to Biggie. We got a superstar right here. This is a guy that did movies before anybody in the city really did them and got them sprung. Dirt on My Boots. Go check it out. Got a catalog that stretches back to at least 05, 06 in the music. Been a businessman in several different realms and categories, but it's kind of like when you black and you start giving them the name of the businesses, they might start stop shopping with you. Might start stop shopping with you. That's the thing about, we gotta get better as a community. This is a man that even when he's assed out and crashed out, he's betting on God.
At all times.
This is a man that's a great father, family man, a man that can give the game like somebody that's hustling in Oakland, but still keep it real with you like we in the penitentiary. I'm not gonna bullshit with you. We got my motherfucking nigga, none other than motherfucking Big Brew, also known as Marvin Dumas, ladies and gentlemen. Cut the deck. Now the Dumas name is a heavyweight. This is a heavyweight fight, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Sugar Ray and them, ain't no sugar in this fight. This motherfucker right here, this is what they've been wanting to see out the champ. This is what they've been wanting to see out the champ. They've been wanting to see a heavyweight fight. You know, a lot of people, it's kind of like if I can't be where I want to be, I at least want to hear about what a motherfucker was thinking when they got there. Let's start there.
Ain't no question. Let's do it.
The Dumas name. Let's start there. Like, has that been heavy on you or a blessing? I want you to explain the heaviness and the blessings of it.
The heaviness and the blessing. It's start with the blessings.
Yeah. Shout out Miss Allison.
Gotta start with the blessings.
Auntie.
Man. Yeah, you gotta start with the blessings. The blessing was to be able to have that vision. Yeah. Ultimately, if I can sum it up in just a little bit of words.
Yeah.
Just being able to see the other side, man. Because if you can get to see the other side, you can get you some light. You know what I'm saying? And once you get that light, that light make you hungry.
Yeah, because you didn't seen it.
Yeah. So you always gonna want it if you seen. If you never seen it, you never gonna want it. But if you seen it, you always gonna want it.
And you gonna know you can have it.
Yeah, ain't nothing like knowing you can have it. Ain't nothing like being in control of the wheel neither.
Cut the deck. Come to find out, we mastered our own swords. With that being said, goddammit, that's GOT, by the way, for my Christians out there. GOT. Goddammit. Back up off me. You got me fucked up. I love y'all. But listen, what's the heaviness though?
The heaviest is walking in the shadow of legends. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Explain. I never asked you this. Let's talk like we off camera.
Right. It's really like I can break it down really simple. It's really self-explanatory. Like majority rule. I'm not gonna say everyone, but each one that's gonna carry the name is more favorable than none. You know what I'm saying? But I could say everyone got their hunger though. You know what I'm saying? Like some people pull on the rope and they climb it up, and some people fall off the rope. Family members, you know what I'm saying? But
in each and every family,
ultimately, everybody want it. You know what I'm saying? So the heavy part is, you know, the ones that did make it shake and become legends. You know what I'm saying? Having to, you know, be eye to eye with them, you know, you in the same room with them, so you ultimately want to chest up with them and make them happy, you know what I'm saying? So being in the room with dogs, you know what I'm saying, and you get into the world, you know what I'm saying, they gotta put you in that category with the dogs, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in the category with the dogs, you're not gonna get no food off the table, you're not gonna eat, and you're gonna starve out here.
Sound like survival of the fitness. Sound like motherfuckers need to get in shape. Cut the deck. With that being said, goddammit, let's get to some shallow shit. What's up with this cash on the table? A lot of people see that cash on the table. What does it represent for you?
Man, we got an album dropping.
Talk to us about it.
420. So that's just a foot trail. Some may call it a paper trail. And Brewster's Millions, that's what the album is, man. I just want everybody to tap in.
Well, what about Brewster's Millions? Is that Richard Pryor movie?
Definitely.
What happened in that movie that you can relate to? Cut the deck.
I just know Richard got his hands on the cheese, man. I know he had a plan.
Was it rats around?
Huh?
If he had his hands on the cheese, was it rats around?
There's a little bit of everything around in there.
How you handle that?
He was doing a lot of finagling in there.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of finagling in there, bro.
Good man. With that being said, I know you've been rapping now for how many years?
2006 is 2025, so it's going on 19 years.
19 might be 20, because really, if you don't remember, I pulled up in you in 05, fresh from London. I said, got something for you to hear.
Yeah.
Back when motherfuckers wasn't rapping in case he don't want me to tell that part, but that's what happened. Motherfuckers was like, hold on, he's rapping. But my daddy was a musician. A lot of people don't know that.
Out the gate.
At what point, like what, this is what we never talked about. So from that day I pulled up on you, which was months later, not because everybody knew it was time to express themselves, right? So you went to that.
You was fresh back from overseas playing ball and stuff. And he was like, bruh, check this out. You had some time on your hands overseas.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that shit hard right there, bro. You gotta let the people hear that.
Yes.
That's what I said.
But what was you thinking when you was like, what was that thought when you was like, all right, I'm about to go drop? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the first song I heard from him, it was 26 or better. It was like, I got 26 inches on my truck. It got me sitting up. And ever since then, we've been going up. And my mama, it's time to go up. Motherfucker, know it's time to go up. We're going up right now. I'm trying to tell you something. Let's talk about the process of going up. From where you was at then to now. Now that
So
you
the first song I ever did was called "About That Money Pimpin'." Buddha the bad one, rest in peace, Buddha. He showed me how to do a 16 first because I ain't know nothing about a 16 or how to write a rap. Then he showed me how to write a hook after that, and then he showed me how to ultimately make a song. The first song he actually wrote it. And I had to go in the studio and read off the paper something that he had wrote. You know what I'm saying? That was the first song.
Yeah.
It sounded cool, but it just wasn't. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying?
When'd you know it was you? What was the song that hit you? Was like,
I'm still trying to, like, I mean, it's the formula now, so. It's the formula, man. Like, I got a formula that I ride with, and I built on that formula from what he gave me.
so what's your formula? Because Lil Durk said his formula was every 4 bars he'll switch flows. A lot of people don't know that. I know about formulas. E equals MC squared. As far as I know, H2O. Your H2 chloride. That's where weird motherfuckers come around. Back up off me.
Right.
We're trying to keep it pure.
Right.
What's your formula, bro? I'm tell the people, like, don't hide it from the people, because obviously it's working. It's time to share.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I got the formula from Buddha, like I was saying. Then I got bits and pieces from everybody that I came across.
So give me 4 or 5 things in the formula. Like, it might be like you gotta be on beat. It might be like you gotta talk to the ladies, like Pac said that was a part of his formula.
The biggest formula is harmonizing. You want to catch the melody first. You want to ride with the beat no matter what. Whatever you're saying, you can ride that with a beat. You know what I'm saying? First of all. And when I was first starting, I used to make every bar rhyme. Every one. You know what I'm saying? I used to make every one the same. So
Dr. Seuss.
My delivery was kind of mild as I was coming off. And then shout out to Young Tone, Maxie, Napper Nothing.
Napper Nothing.
Maxie said,
shop winning.
Why don't you just use 2 of them, 2 bars, and then switch after you use your 2. Just do 2 bars, do 2 different bars, do 2 different bars. That's how I started doing that after a while. But then a few years down the line, I see Fabulous, not the name drop of Fabulous, a few other people. Sometimes now they bring back the one-liners. If I go Insane, then I go to Jane, then I might go to Remain, or I might go to Same, or I might go to Stay in Your Own Lane, or I might go That Shirt Is Plain.
Yeah.
And then I might go We Not the Same.
Yeah.
And then I go Can You Claim? Do you see that red stain?
Yeah.
Do you know I'm off the chain?
Yeah.
Do you know I run the game?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's your remains.
That's staying on the same line. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to get funky in there and get freakish, just like he said, he might do every 4. I was doing every 2 different melodies, you know what I'm saying? It's just all on what you feel like doing on that track. Sometimes it come out a little different and however you want to do it. Each beat gonna be different, you know what I'm saying? Like now, if I go, okay, that was back then, let's get up to the speed now. If I do something now, just like, I'm gonna keep it real with the people since we on camera.
Cut the deck, cut the motherfucking deck.
It's the reason got me back up off the porch. He's like, bro, why? He asked me every other month or so, like, why you ain't dropped the one album? Because, you know, we got, just like we done talked before, we got like 7, 8, 10 albums that we want to drop that we done spoke upon, and then we got the actual songs to go with the albums. But You got me out my shell. You know, I've been on the baseball field, big bro. But this is the reason why I got back out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just go back to today. If I go in there now I'm making music that people want to actually hear. Oh, I think she might like this. Or I think the young boys might like this. Or I think some old head might like this.
Yeah.
Now I can check in to temperaments and vibes from each person. So now I can collectively just make music for everybody.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, as you can collect temperaments and vibes from each person, you customize who your listeners are. At that point, when you're soft inside and hard on the outside, it's kind of like a turtle. Protect your heart, but don't be scared to let it out. With that being said, Greenlight City is not here. Cut the motherfucking deck. I got a cough. We be right back, bitch. Can I cough without it being magic? What's it?